Hi everyone, this is part 2 of our exploring the apps developed by Janine Toole. Today we're going to be having a look at her maths apps. Before I begin, I want to remind you all that I have not been approached by Janine Toole, so this is a completely unbiased review. And again, I'm not recommending these apps be used for target selection. You want to look at a curriculum, and once you've identified the targets, then you can use apps to just secure any skills that you're working with in a learner. And the one thing I want to mention with maths is oftentimes I find that there's a discrepancy between a child's ability to perform math calculations and apply their math skills. And if we let that go unresolved, then we are compromising a child's ability to develop functional life skills. Because the truth is, at a very basic level, literacy and numeracy, when you build them, you're building life skills and you're preparing an individual for adult life. And this is something that I find needs to be addressed, and we need to ensure that when we're teaching children, maths in particular, we want to make sure that we're going very deep and going further than simply teaching them the calculations and the computations and getting them to see how that translates into solving a word problem or solving a mathematical problem in their day-to-day experiences. That brings me to why I like the apps that are developed by Janine Toole. We're only going to be looking at 3 of them, but what I do find is a common theme is she focuses a lot on conceptualization. And you'll find this with the maths apps that she's developed that we're going to be looking at, where in the maths word problem, before she begins to even get kids to solve maths problems, she gets them to understand exactly what is going on within that maths problem, what the information means. And when you're being asked for an answer, what is that answer exactly that you're looking for? And that's before you even start looking at the actual computation. So let's just have a look at that.
What answer are you looking for?
So let's have a look at the second one.
What do you know after reading the problem? Read the problem to find the correct number for the yellow label.
And so that's what we mean by she really works on kids conceptualizing what the word problems are all about. And we can see that the first 3 levels aren't even about adding numbers. It's just about understanding them. And I think that's essential. The next one she does is looking at the math vocab. I think her approach is great as far as this one's concerned, because there's a lot of visual in being able to understand things like, what does subtraction mean? What does addition mean? So let's just go ahead and look at what that app looks like.
Hi, let's learn some math words. Press play to get started. Add, to combine 2 or more numbers to find the total number. Subtract, to take away or remove some items from a group to find how many are left. Less than, one amount is smaller than the other.
So you all get the gist of it, and that's what I find is particularly nice, and I think it's an important step before you begin to get children to add and subtract. And that's something we really focus on, is getting them to understand what, when we say add, what does that mean? When we say take away or subtract, what does that mean? And sometimes we combine it with the symbol. And really that's what you want to do, is not even look at how many, or 3 plus 2 is 5, just giving a child the opportunity to see that add means we're getting more, take away means we're taking away. And there are lots of fun things you can do, and this app is included. And you can include manipulatives. One of the things I particularly like doing when I'm working on getting kids to understand conceptually what addition and subtraction is I give them a bowl and I put some toys in it, or some marbles in it, pencils in it, and then say to them, add 2. And then that means they need to add into their stash, or take away 2. That means they need to take away from their stash. And this is very similar to that. So I think you definitely want to spend a lot of time getting kids to fully understand, to secure that understanding of math concepts. The next one we're looking at is math facts. This one is great if you're working on timetables. You may not use it to actually teach the timetables, but you could use it to secure a child's understanding of the various timetables that they're working on. So as we can see with that one, it's switching it around. Sometimes they need to complete the sum, sometimes they need to find the answer. And these are different ways that you explore whatever it is that you're working on with a learner, so that they get to look at it from different angles. And that just really helps them master a skill that you're working on with them. I hope this video has been helpful, and wishing you all the best, and feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or would like any further advice. Have a great day, everyone.